When my uncle sent me that video, I didn't react. I just watched it 3 times. My mother's voice came first, sharp and impatient. She owes us, after everything we've done for her. Then my sister chimed in. She should be grateful. Without us, she'd still be sleeping in that rat hole. My father laughed. She's a burden, always has been, worthless. They were sitting around my kitchen table, the same one I'd bought for them last year, the same house whose mortgage I'd been paying for 3 years straight. I remember pausing the video at the part where my mother said, "Don't tell her about this, she'd get emotional." They laughed again. That was the moment I stopped being their daughter. I used to think love was built on sacrifice. I worked 2 jobs after college, skipped vacations, skipped meals, just to keep them comfortable. They told me they needed help when Dad's health declined. I didn't hesitate. Family first, I said. They promised they'd pay me back someday. I never asked for it. Gratitude was enough. Or, at least, I thought it was. I used to send money at the start of each month, directly to the mortgage lender. Every payment labeled, "For family." But watching that video, I realized family isn't blood, it's loyalty. And loyalty was a language they never learned. I didn't confront them, that's not my style. Silence unsettles people more than anger ever could. I texted my uncle, "Thanks for showing me." He didn't reply. He didn't need to. The next week, I acted normal. I called my mom, asked about her arthritis. She said it was fine, then slipped in, "By the way, the next mortgage is due soon, sweetheart." I smiled into the phone. "I know, don't worry." She sighed in relief, like the parasite she was, full after feeding. That night, I opened my laptop and logged into the bank. The automatic payment? Canceled. Then I started planning. First, I checked the deed. Their house wasn't in their name. When I'd helped them refinance, I'd signed as guarantor, and the lender had listed me as co-owner. Half that property was mine, legally. Second, I contacted the bank. I asked what would happen if payments stopped. Foreclosure proceedings after 90 days, they said. I smiled. 90 days felt poetic. Third, I called my lawyer, Mr. Hale, a quiet man who owed me a favor. "File for partition," I told him. "I want to sell my share." He hesitated. "Your family's not going to like this." "They already don't," I said. 2 months passed before my mother noticed. She called, frantic. The bank sent a letter, something about missed payments? I played dumb. That's strange. I thought Dad was handling that now. "Your father? He doesn't even know how to log in," she snapped. I kept my tone soft. "Maybe you should call the bank directly." When the second notice came, she was crying. My sister texted, "What's going on? Mom's freaking out." I left her on read. By the third notice, the panic was real. They tried calling my uncle, their neighbors, anyone who'd listen. Word spread. Pride began to crack. That's when I visited. They were sitting in the living room when I walked in. Piles of unopened mail on the table. Eyes red. Mom stood up. "Why would you stop paying? We could lose everything." I looked around the house. My furniture, my paintings, my money. "Because," I said quietly, "you already lost me." Dad's face turned red. "After all we did for you." I cut him off. I saw the video. Silence. Thick and choking. My sister whispered, "Who sent it?" "Doesn't matter." I pulled out a folder and placed it on the table. "That's the legal paperwork. I'm selling my half. The bank will take care of the rest." Mom's voice cracked. "You can't do this to your family!" I met her eyes. "You did it first." They begged, of course, called, texted, promised they didn't mean it. My mother even tried guilt. "We were just joking, sweetheart." But betrayal isn't undone by excuses. I didn't reply. When the bank repossessed the house, I got my half of the proceeds, just enough to start fresh somewhere quiet. A month later, my uncle texted again. They moved into a rental, Your sister's furious. I typed one line back. Tell her rent's due on the 1st. Sometimes I catch myself replaying that video. Not out of pain anymore, but to remind myself of what silence can do. They thought I'd lash out, that I'd scream or beg for respect. But I learned something that day. Revenge doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be final. I built them a home out of love. They burned it with greed. So I let them live in the ashes. And when the next payment came due, for the first time in years, I slept soundly.